Yo, what's up guys? It's Reese here from C Manga, and yeah, this is a new section for the channel. So on the suggestion of one Mr. Ray Petrie, started reading Area D, and you know what? Pleasantly surprised with it. You know, it's pretty much brand new still. You know, there's only 39 chapters, so it hasn't even gone a year yet. New ones just come out today, chapter 39. Yeah, so what's it all about? Well, crazy incident happens. Seems kind of like a meteorite hit whatever planet they're planning to put it on, kind of like Earth-like planet. Yeah, so people start gaining like some superpowers, and you know, pretty much what happens with anyone who gains power. You know, some people use it for good, some for evil, others just lose complete control, and then you know, basically now superpowers are kind of considered a danger. So it's like, okay, we got to round all these guys up, and yeah, they basically imprison them, chuck them to an island known as Area D, which is like their prison island. So yeah, that's like basic little synopsis. You know, it follows a couple characters, their powers, and kind of like what their agendas really are. So yeah, it's a really good read. So you know, before you continue watching this review, check it out. You know, I like it. So yeah, check it out. You might enjoy it. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna review chapter 39, the latest one called "Witch of the West 5." So yeah, this chapter, dinner party's done. Everyone's kind of like, oh god, you know, aftermath. All of Azura's kind of like little minion women maids, they're all kind of ready to attack, and Enki, she basically like, you know, says, don't worry, I got this, get out of here. You know, it's like, you know what, this is making me think, you know, the way this kind of like the story is progressing with her is that she's obviously going to end up joining their lot, but it's like, you know, it's kind of like she's going to have to, obviously, because like, obviously once whatever happens with Azura, either like if she dies or whatever the hell is going to happen, um, you know, it just seems natural that she'll join Jin's party, you know, because like, I don't know, the way there's a bit of tension between them two, you know, kind of like a little love interest type thing going on. Anyway, yeah, they end up kind of escaping now. Two god chicks end up splitting up the group, and just kind of notices the kind of way these girls actually look. They're kind of a bit Claymore-esque, you know, like when, oh god, what are they calling Claymore? When they're kind of like awakened, then they go into their crazy demon massive form thing. They kind of look like that, you know, a little bit, because like, you know, they've got like the pose nudie kind of thing going on, and then all the horns and everything, and skin color, all that stuff kind of looks like kind of Claymore-esque. So yeah, yeah, team split. So basically, this is now concentrating on Jin and Kaito, and you know what? I'm just gonna say it right here already. I'm not really a fan of Jin. It's like, I know that sounds kind of weird because he's kind of like portrayed as the main character, but I don't know. His power just seems a little overpowered. You know, it's like he can copy anyone's ability as long as he touches them. It's like, I'm kind of more interested in Kaito's ability because his ability does seem pretty cool. You know, it's like when that battle happened when they were being chased down by that crew, and then the guy had arrows shot at him. It's like, what the hell? Is like secret room compartment things kind of awesome, you know, able to absorb it and fire it straight back out. He can fire it back out. It's like, yeah, he's got some cool potential there. So yeah, yeah. In the end, they end up confronting Azra's butler dude, and this guy is he has a really cool ability as well. You know, his abilities revealed that what he can do is kind of like throw pins at people's shadows, and then that'll pin them down. So you can kind of like reverse the relationship between your body and your shadow. So if he pins your shadow, if he stops your shadow moving, that means you can't move, which is, I don't know, I've seen it in something else before, but I can't remember what it was. I think it was a TV series, but yeah, still, it's a really cool ability, you know. So no, Butler pretty much has them both pinned down. They got their back to a corner, you know. Kaito ends up pulling out a gun. It's like, where'd you get that gun from? It's like, it doesn't matter anyway. You're dead. It's like, you know, it's like he knows exactly what's going on, which is kind of crazy. It's like, where the hell did this kind of ability come from? It kind of reminds me of like NL's ability, you know, the whole Haki Mantara thing going on. It kind of reminds me of that, which is like, you know, obviously, I don't know, maybe he's kind of predicting what they can do because he's got a connection with their shadow or something. You know, something crazy like that. He can kind of predict what they're doing from little minute movements in their shadows. But anyway, yeah, Kaito basically pulls out his gun. He's like, "Yep, there's really going to be no point in trying to shoot you because you can see this already coming." But, and this is the part which I was just like, "Damn, that is smart." Basically, he ends up shooting a chandelier to like move the shadows around because obviously, you know, unlike the human body, shadows are affected by the environment. You can probably see in this environment now, my shadows are all moving and everything. Yeah, I know it's quite dark, but yeah. So that is pretty much what I thought was really cool. You know, you use that, and then obviously, what's it? Jin's shadow moves, so he's free. And what does that mean? Well, let's see. Jin able to move plus him off guard equals a fist to the jaw, knock him the F out. Yeah, and that's basically where the chapter ends, with a fist in his jaw, which is like, it's satisfying, you know. This chapter was really, really satisfying. It was really interesting. You know, that is what I actually do enjoy about Area D. You know, the fact that there's kind of like no one who's really super overpowered. Everyone has a weakness. It's like, even though I said Jin's ability is quite OP'd, still he actually needs to be able to touch the person to actually use their ability. So I'm not sure whether he's able to kind of like cycle through the ones which he's already touched, kind of like thingy from Heroes. Oh god, I haven't seen Heroes in a long time. I can't remember his name. But yeah, kind of like that type of ability. It's kind of like that ability, you know, if he can memorize them and then be able to use them, or if it's kind of like how it was later on in the later seasons, where obviously he can only touch that one person. Which kind of like, yeah, that's pretty much what Area D is kind of like amounting to, kind of heroes-ish. So maybe we'll see someone who's like, oh, I've forgotten all the names. The Japanese dude. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of what I like about Area D, you know, and the fact that everyone has a weakness, and you know, you actually have to sit down and quickly think of, okay, what is their weakness? How do I defeat them? You know, so Asura's weakness, obviously, she can only kind of like keep that thing as long as she's got eye contact with you, you know, so all you got to do is avert her gaze and get her distracted until she can't do it. It's like, seriously, that's pretty cool, you know, no one is overpowered, and the fact that everyone is human still means they can actually still die, so it's like, it's got the mortality thing going to it. So yeah, like I said, this chapter was really good. I enjoyed it. So I don't know, rating wise, I'll go with like 8, 9 out of 10, you know, decent read. So yeah, I really can't wait for next week's, the next chapter. Hopefully, I think that comes out on Mondays, so stay tuned for it on Mondays. So yeah, there you have it, guys. New series, Area D. I enjoy it. Hopefully you do. Check it out. You know, come back to see these reviews. They'll be here every week. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the video, give it a little thumbs up. You know, the ratings will help determine whether to continue with this series or not. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe to see Manga so you never miss a thing. So I'll see you next time.